And what I found is that there are several things people do, invest in, that really pay off for them in their own businesses. But one thing that people invest in that definitely does not pay off for them. So stick around because I'm going to share those 3 things plus that one at the very end. Hi, I'm Kim Kaisa, and I help small business owners and solopreneurs 2 to 3x their revenue and help them fall back in love with their business again. Being in business for yourself is not an easy gig. A lot of people flock from corporate America to come into their own business thinking it's going to bring them loads of freedom and loads of cash, only to find out that they work a lot harder in their own business than they ever did in corporate America. And what I found is that there are several things people do, invest in, that really pay off for them in their own businesses. But one thing that people invest in that definitely does not pay off for them. So stick around because I'm going to share those 3 things plus that one at the very end. So you'll know where to invest your time and money. So now, of course, I have been in my own business now for 9 years after spending 23 years in corporate America. My last gig in corporate America was as VP of sales for my company, where we grew the company from 15 million to 40 million in a short period of time, in just about 3 years. So I have sound business practices and have learned a lot through coaching other entrepreneurs, and I'm here to share some of that today. One of the things that you can invest in your business that is almost always going to pay off is investing in how to market yourself or your business. Okay, most people do not market themselves in a way that really opens them up to having clients. Most people, especially in services industry, love to differentiate themselves by talking about their process in their marketing materials, like in their posts, in their videos, that sort of thing. And actually, that is a mistake. And I'll tell you why. When you start to tell people all about your process without really inviting them into your world, without demonstrating that you really know them and you understand their problems, they tend to tune you out, right? So when you invest in learning how to, for instance, write a marketing post, share videos, write an article, write a blog, that sort of thing, in a way that actually engages and magnetizes your customers to you, it's going to pay off. There's a lot to know about it. Most people don't accidentally find their way to great marketing. So that's one place that you can absolutely invest that will likely pay off for you. The second investment that will likely pay off for you in your business is learning how to sell. As I mentioned earlier, I had the background as a corporate executive, knowing how to sell. I was in charge of the numbers for my company. So I learned how to sell in doing that. Now, as an aside, interestingly, I didn't come into the VP of sales role as a salesperson, actually. I was a corporate commercial interior designer by background, and so when my boss had me take over the sales for my company, I was like, wait a minute, I don't know how to sell. Like, what am I going to do? But here's the thing that I quickly found out. He saw a gift in me, and my gift was that I could connect to people. I could learn how to connect. I could basically learn how to sell through relationships. I knew a lot of people. I had that going for me. So the thing when you think about, when you're thinking about investing and learning how to sell, make sure that you're going into some kind of program or course that teaches you how to connect with people, like really connect. Most of the sales training that I've actually been a party to, I more learned what not to do than what to do, to be quite honest. There's a lot of errant information out there around learning how to sell. In fact, when most people think about sales, they think about a used car salesman, right? So that's not a good direction. But if you can really learn how to connect with people, find a course that helps you do that. Find a course that helps you really understand what your buyer goes through mentally and psychologically, and that will be very helpful. This is something we actually talk about in my group on Facebook called The Energetics of Money and Sales. And there's actually a link in the description box to join that group. We talk about this in depth, like what is it that really has people connect to sell, right? How can we sell in a way that's natural to ourselves? The third thing you can invest in for yourself that will benefit your business is a business mentorship. Now, whether this is something that's a formal agreement that you actually pay someone to mentor you, or you pay for a group to mentor you, or you just know an amazing business person that wants to invest in you and meet with you on a regular basis and hold you accountable, either of those things are fine, but find yourself a business mentor. You will gain a lot by someone else having learned all the lessons, all the hard knocks, right? When I mentor people in business, it's not because I did everything perfect the first time around. I can assure you I didn't, but I did learn a lot from all my mistakes, and I now share that with my different clients, and it's very helpful. So 3 things to invest in yourself and your business is learning how to market yourself and your business, learning how to sell, and having a business mentor. Now, I told you if you stuck around, there's one thing that you probably don't need to invest in, and it's something that several of you may have actually been investing a lot of money in, and that is investing too much money into your area of expertise. So that could either be into your inventory if you sell a product, or into your own learning if you're someone like a coach or a healer or that sort of thing. Okay, and I can tell you as a coach, I came across an understanding back in 2013 that literally changed my life in a day. And I learned so much that one day that I quickly got on board to learn a whole lot more. And I ended up doing this for several years. Now, here was the problem. I sunk a lot of money in learning that one particular philosophy, when really, within the first few months of me learning it, I actually had what I needed. But again, so many of us, we learn a little bit and we think, oh, if I spend tens of thousands more, a lot will be better, right? And a lot of times it's not. And I see this over and over in the coaching world, right? People learn something that's really amazing, and instead of just taking that nugget and running with it, they keep learning and they keep learning and they keep learning, and that is not what they need. So if you're over investing in your own learning, now's the time to stop. It's time to go start your business. It's time to develop your business and spend that time there. I hope that you've learned something from this particular video about where to invest in your business and where not to, and I appreciate you watching.